Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, subscribe. You do not want to miss what's coming up. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up. It really is helpful to the channel. And if you have any questions or comments, drop us a line below. We'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear what you have to say and just kind of start a conversation. Based on the title, you know what we're here for. Today I'm going to be showing you how I kind of like do my crochet wigs, how I started, or how I crochet. I know there's a lot of videos already online on how to crochet. My technique is just a little bit different than the ones I've previously come across. I did learn how to crochet myself on YouTube, so there is a ton of information already out there, but I think mine is just a little bit different, so I kind of want to share that with you. Without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so as you can see, I've already started on this unit, so we will go from there and I'll show you in a couple of sections how I crochet. But before we get started, let's talk about what I'm using. The canvas head I have is 23 inches. I like to use a bigger size because it allows the cap that I'm using to stretch and for me to be able to see just a little bit more visibly. The crochet needle I'm using is a 3 by 3.5 millimeter. It is probably one of the average size crochet needles for making a wig. It does come in smaller and in bigger sizes, which I use those for different parts of this process, but for just crocheting in general, it is an average size. And the stand I'm using is an adjustable wig stand, which I absolutely love. I've used the regular stands before and they are wonderful, but just not as efficient as and practical as this one, so I love it. I will attach a link in the description box below. So one of the more obvious differences of the units and wigs that I make is the sectioning. I like to keep everything uniformed and organized, so I section mine off in these square, diagonal square boxes and twist them off to neatly keep them separated. So each twist comes with 16 groups of hair, evenly divided and twisted off in sections, with 4 groups going up and 4 groups going across. And to avoid bulkiness, I skip every other row and every other loop. So again, this is not necessarily a tutorial on how to crochet in general. It's more so on, because there are so many videos out there on crocheting and the technique of it, this is more so on what makes my crochet process and method, my crochet units, just a little bit different, and that is the organizing of it, just how I section it, the amount of hair I use, the twisting process. That can really make a big difference in the look and the longevity of a wig. Because when it's time to refresh and restyle it, it will make it so much more manageable now that there are defined sections that you can use as guidelines. So here's a closer look at the process. So again, I skip every other row and every other potential loop to allow less density and more airiness to the wig. So let's walk this part through a little bit. Grab a cluster of hair and lay it over your index finger evenly. With the latch down, slide the crochet needle under and through the diagonal lower right side of the diamond shape that makes up the wig cap. With the cluster of hair in one hand, hold the crochet needle to grab about 21 strands of hair, making sure to hold the rest of the hair strands back with your thumb. Pull the hair group 1 inch through the net, closing the latch. Slide the crochet hook up, moving the looped hair down. This action will open the latch again. Holding the needle in one hand and the hair cluster in another, smooth out separated hair and hold firmly about 2 inches away from the net. Make sure all the hair strands are neatly together. Hook the hair on the left side of the diamond with the crochet needle and pull the hair group 1 inch through the loop with the hook. Push the needle up to slide the hair down the middle shaft. With your operating hand holding the needle, use your thumb and index finger to grab the loop you've made in the net. With your resting hand, hold the cluster firmly and pull away from the looped hair. Take your resting hand and gently hold the end of the hair group to guide it through the loop. As your resting hand gets closer to the loop, release the hair group and with your thumb and index finger, hold firmly the bottom of the loop and net. Gently pull the remaining hair through the loop. Repeat until you have made 16 crochet groups. Divide in half and twist. So on this one, it seems I've miscalculated one of the groups and it seems to be out of place. So I will redo this one so that everything is aligned. It's better to fix the issue when you see it rather than allow it to pass and then have an issue later on as you try to restyle it, retwist it, maintain it, all that good stuff. So I will be doing this one over. But I hope I was able to convey the idea clearly enough for you. So I'm going to continue to twist all the way down to the ends. Twisting is really important for 2 reasons. One, it helps to neatly maintain the hair as you are working on it, but then also it helps to form a nice clean twist texture once you finish, so you can take the twist out and it be ready and beautiful to wear. Here's a close-up view of the technique, just in case it wasn't as clear in the video earlier.
but this is the same exact technique, just a little bit slower and a little bit closer. If you have watched other crochet videos, you may notice that the loop that I create is very loose at the root, rather than knotting it to close it off. I like it to be loose so that it covers more of the net. And that is basically the technique I use. Thank you for watching, guys.
All right, guys, and we are going to end it there. If there is a process that you would like me to record, please leave us a comment below. If you have any questions or anything to say, let's get this conversation going. I am here. I thank you for being here. Until next time, thank you.